Welcome to Reef Community Worldwide. Today I want to talk about bubble scrubbing, gravel cleaning and changing your filter floss regularly. I've been doing bubble scrubbing now for approximately 4 months and I can tell you the differences I've seen are amazing. The tank looks crystal clear all the time, but this is also in conjunction with gravel vacuuming and cleaning my floss every other day to get all the crap out of your tank. I've also started using Triton's Core 7, which I can tell you, within the 2 months I've been using it, the growth is exceptional. So let's start with the bubble scrubbing. I've been doing the bubble scrubbing for 4 months. I turn it on at about 10 o'clock at night and I turn it off around 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been doing that for 4 months and the crap it's pulling out is absolutely amazing. If you check out my other videos, that'll show you how I implemented the bubble scrubbing. But there's one key thing that is making my aquarium absolutely crystal clear at the minute. So that's the first thing that you need to do. Please check out the other video and have a look at the bubble scrubbing video first. Right, now about gravel vacuuming. What you need to do when you do your gravel vac, if you're going to do a water change, take the water from the gravel. So get your vac into the gravel, get between the rocks, as close to the rocks as possible, suck all that crap out from around the rocks. I did that and I was on a winning start straight away. All that stuff that was coming out, it was just black. All that is leaching nitrates and phosphates into your tank. If you can get rid of that, you honestly, your aquarium is going to look crystal. By the time you've implemented all these things, you're on a winning start. That's what you need to do. Now about the floss. If you've got filter socks in your aquarium or you just use floss, if you've got filter socks, just put floss in the top of your filter socks and just remove that floss every other day and replace it with fresh clean floss. If you do that, you're taking the crap out before it starts to break down. If you've got socks and you just want to use socks, just change them every 2 days. Don't let the stuff break down inside the socks. Like I said, I've been doing that for 4 months with all the other stuff that I've been doing, and my water, you can't even tell there's water in the tank, it's that clear. I don't use ozone, I don't use miracle mud, I don't use none of that yet. I will be using miracle mud, but not just yet. But if you do that, you're removing all the stuff before it breaks down. What you need to know is what you put in is what you're taking out, if you get what I'm saying. So I started using Triton Core 7 other elements around about 2 months ago. Since I've been using that, I dose around 7 ml of each bottle a day. And the growth of my corals is silly. If you're looking at the screen now, you can see the aqua in front of you, the yellow aqua in front of you. That has quadrupled in size. Just at the side of that, you'll see the millipora. That at the back has got 3 branches coming out, about 1 inch a piece, but you can't really see them from the front. I'll try to get some photographs on. Them 3 inch long pieces have grown within the last 6 weeks since using the Triton. As you can see on the other corals, like at the milker at the side, on the right hand side, all the white tips on that's just growing for fun. In fact, I've fragged that a few times. But like I said, the growth is exceptional. But everything that I've been doing is all incorporated within the stuff that I've been doing, which is your gravel vacuuming, your bubbling, your changing the filter floss. And I can't stress enough about feeding. You need to feed what your fish are going to eat. A lot of people, when I've been speaking to them, they're saying that they're feeding 1, 2, 3 cubes of food a day. Your fish don't need that much food. The fish need to process the food that they're eating. So if you feed your fish, let the fish keep the food in their bellies. Let them digest it. If you keep feeding them, it's just a one-way tract. They're going to eat it, they're going to crap it out. They're going to eat it, they're going to crap it out. If you're feeding them less, they're going to hold that food and it's going to process in the bodies. If you look at my fish on these videos, from the start of the video to the end of the video, all my fish are really chunky. Yet I only feed most probably 1 cube of food every 3 days. That's between all the fish that I've got. In between that, I'll put nori in the tank. But because my tank's so clean and so well looked after, the amount of pods that are growing in my tank is just stupid anyway. There's a video, in fact, I've got a video. If you look at one of my other videos, it says pods at night or tank at night. I've took video where you can see the amount of pod life in my tank, and I do not add pods to my tank. So if you look at that, you'll see how well it's doing and how simple things are, and you don't need magical cures for all this stuff. So now my aquarium's got to this stage, the water change I've started to do now is every 4 weeks. I am going to be moving to every 6 weekly water changes now. With Triton, you don't need to do as much water changes because that's putting all the elements back into the water. I'm monitoring it daily, but as soon as you get to a point where your aquarium's clean, you'll realise when you're doing a water change, even now when I do a gravel vac, I did one about 10 days ago. When I did my gravel vac, that was the first water change I've done within 4 weeks. I gravel vacked and it was clean. The water was clean coming out, even though I was gravel vacuuming. So I'm keeping an eye on everything that I'm putting in. I'm making sure it's coming back out. Now my parameters are absolutely stable. So if you want an aquarium like mine, I'm not going to say mine's perfect. It's like everything in my tank has been bought from frags. So all the growth that you see in my tank, not a single one's been a colony. Everything is from a frag. The Acans had 2-3 heads on them. The Duncans had 2 heads on them. The Milker was just a little frag. The Candy Canes was 2 heads. I've sold a colony of them. That's another colony. Well, everything in my tank's all from frags. So if you think everything in my tank's from a frag and the growth that I'm getting, if you want one like mine, I'd say follow my pattern. If not, each to their own. Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you soon.